Hello, third grade. I hope you're well. Final class of the week. Today we're going to be looking at some phrasal verbs. A phrasal verb is a verb which has two or more words. So a regular word would be play, but a phrasal verb would be wake up, turn on, turn off. Those kind of verbs which have a verb and a preposition which are two or three words in length. Now, in English, phrasal verbs are incredibly important. They're really commonly used. Unfortunately, there are thousands of phrasal verbs, but we just got to do it step by step. So let's have a look at 12 today. So this is called phrasal verbs 1 because I guess maybe once a month we'll be looking at another set of phrasal verbs. So let's just look at a few today. So first phrasal verb we're going to look at is died out. And we use this to talk about something which is no longer living, something which is extinct. So something like, I don't know, the woolly mammoth died out thousands of years ago. Deal with means like kind of like handle. Maybe there is a situation. So you could say she found it difficult to deal with her problems. She found it difficult to handle her problems. Dropped off. This is normally when somebody sleeps in a situation which is, I guess, not suitable. You can't drop off in bed, but maybe you're in the cinema, you're watching a movie, it's kind of boring. You drop off, you fall asleep. Or maybe you're lying on the sofa watching Netflix. You've been working hard all day, and even though it's not time for bed, you fall asleep, you drop off. Next one is drop out. So this is to leave normally a form of higher education. Normally we use it for university, and it means you start the year at university, but maybe after a couple of months you stop going to classes and then you decide you don't want to do it anymore. So this is dropped out. Any kind of course, any kind of education where you start it but you realize you no longer want to continue, so you don't finish it, would be drop out. Ended up. So ended up would be you plan to go somewhere, but something happens, and then your final destination is different. Okay, so I don't know. An example could be we were riding our bicycles in the forest. We only wanted to reach the lake, but we ended up cycling to the mountain. Okay, so it's like another destination not originally planned. Fiddles with we used to when you play with something. Okay, so so it means maybe you should be concentrating on the work, but I don't know, you're playing with your fingernail or you're playing with your hair or something like that. Fit in. Fit in, we talk about like trying to be comfortable in a situation, normally a social situation. So maybe, I don't know, in a school, if you're new to a school, it might take some time to fit in because it takes time to know people and then to make friends and things like that. So it's about becoming accustomed to a new situation. Go for. This kind of means choose. So I don't know if you're in McDonald's, I'm going to go for a Big Mac. This one would be repeated again because this phrasal verb has more than one meaning. Okay, so go for we can use in two situations, and it just means when you're gonna head to a destination. Okay, or you're gonna pick up someone. So um, I'm gonna go for the shops. Went off. So this is when we're talking about an alarm. Okay, so maybe you put your alarm for 7 a.m. So you say my alarm went off at 7 a.m. Okay, so go off, went off means the alarm sounded. I don't know, the earthquake simulation goes off at 11 a.m. or it went off at 11 a.m. Head for is when you are aiming for a particular direction. So I am heading for the supermarket. I'm heading for school. And finally, keep up with is when someone is ahead of you and you're just trying to do enough to maintain their level. Okay, so I don't know, my friend is really fast, so when we are running, it's difficult to keep up with him. Or this class is really difficult for me. I'm trying really hard, but I cannot keep up with the work. So this is what I'd like you to do today, just one exercise, and there are 12 questions. I'm going to put this image on Google Classroom, but for each phrasal verb, I just want you to read the sentence and choose the correct phrasal verb, and it's going to be one of these, okay? You can do this in Google Docs or in Google Classroom as a private comment, that's fine, and you only need to write the phrasal verb, okay? That is the end of our class today on phrasal verbs. Like I said, there are thousands of phrasal verbs. We're just going to start with a few at a time. Here's the first set. Let me know if you've got any problems. See you later, guys. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.